Also new tonight, the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning became all too real for several people in Manchester today when the home they live in had a carbon monoxide leak and they became ill. It happened here on Maple Street. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio is at the scene now with more on the victims and what you can do to protect yourself. Patricia?
Dennis, it did happen around 10 o'clock this morning on Maple Street. Behind me is the home. It is a four-family unit, 2 apartments on the left side, 2 apartments on the right. And if we get in a little tighter, you'll see the remnants of an orange sticker that was there. That was put on by the fire marshal, stating that people were not allowed back in until the leak was fixed. But you can see that it's mostly torn off because the leak apparently has been fixed. This was due to a faulty furnace. Now, the 3 people who went to the hospital have returned home, but it certainly gave them the fright of their lives. The drama began when one of the people living inside the home smelled heating oil in the basement and called 911. Firefighters found a carbon monoxide leak due to a faulty furnace.
We had 3 that were showing some symptoms and of carbon monoxide exposure. So we transported them to local hospitals. One
of the residents who did not want to go on camera says her husband was one of the 3 people who was sent to the hospital, some of whom did have carbon monoxide poisoning.
My 2 neighbors did.
They did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do they remain in the hospital now?
Nope, they're home now.
Emergency room Dr. Jason Kurtzman of Hartford Healthcare says carbon monoxide is often referred to as a silent killer because it's odorless, colorless, and tasteless, but it can secretly be wreaking havoc on your body.
The cells in your body can't get the normal amount of oxygen that they're used to, and so when they don't get oxygen, cells start to die. And
there are symptoms you can look for, which include headache, dizziness, nausea, and shortness of breath, and in severe cases, loss of consciousness. The Maple Street home had no carbon monoxide detectors, which should be on all floors if possible. But Dr. Kurtzman says if you're only going to have one, it's best to have one where you're sleeping.
And to suffer the most catastrophic results are those who were sleeping at the time of the carbon monoxide leak or when they're exposed to carbon monoxide because they're unaware that they're starting to feel unwell. Then unfortunately some people just don't wake up.
So one of the things that was very fortunate and unusual in this case is that this home is heated by oil, and the fire marshal was telling me that that furnace was very sooted up and backed up, and so it gave off that funny odor, and that is what alerted them. But usually when you have carbon monoxide leaks, it's homes with propane or natural gas, and that has no odor. So in this case, these people were very lucky that they did have that funny smell from the furnace. Live in Manchester, I'm Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.